Hello there! I'm Scotty, you're not. Welcome back to the Wrestling Corner. We are still trudging along with the Raw guest host era. We are WWE Raw, July 13th, 2009. Our guest host is Seth Green. I love Seth Green, man. I love him. Without a Paddle, Robot Chicken, Family Guy, Austin Powers, all that stuff. So he's the guest host. And I had a hard time pinpointing whether or not he was a wrestling fan or if they portrayed him as one. Because he seems very awkward in some of the segments. Especially in the match that he's in. It's very awkward. But we got Triple H Town Hall after the opening. Whoa! And if it give in, Triple H comes out and he introduces Seth Green. And he goes, Seth, you had Robot Chicken, and you had one of the biggest, baddest guests on there, the big guy. I do remember seeing a clip. I think they showed a clip of him, Robot Chicken, but they took it out. Because then they make a reference to the clip where Seth Green goes, yeah, I believe you said it was easy because you have experience beating up whiny little girls ever since the first match you had with Randy Orton. And then Randy Orton comes out. It's like, you are not going to make fun of me or something with the legacy. So, well, first of all, before he comes out, Seth Green announces the 6 Diva Swimsuit Spectacular, which ends up being a 6-women tag match where they're all wearing bathing suits or wrestling gear that's supposed to look like bathing suits. Because these are some of the most whack-looking. They're bathing suits, but they don't look like traditional bathing suits. They look like ring gear that is designed to look like bathing suits. Like back in the day, in the 2000s, when they did swimsuit things, those looked like swimsuits, but they weren't wrestling in them. They were doing contests. This is a match. These are wrestling attires made to look like swimsuits. That's what I got. But anyway, and Randy Orton interferes and says, how about tonight? We have a main event. It's going to be Randy Orton and the Legacy versus Triple H, John Cena, and I'm going to channel my inner Kurt Angle, and me. And Seth Green, they're like, whoa. Even Triple H is like, hey, well, hey. So that's the main event for the evening. So we have a 6 Diva swimsuit, summer swimsuit spectacular. That's hard to say. Kelly, Gail Kim, Mickie James versus Maryse, Alicia Fox, and Rosa Mendez. They're all out there barefoot, except for Kelly, who has tennis shoes on for some reason. This is fine. It goes longer than the last 2 women's matches we had on the show, on the last couple shows. This is the third one I'm doing, right? I should have done front and back when I did both. Anyway, so the heels win when Maryse beats Mickie James. This is, I don't want to say it's 50-50 booking, because Maryse lost last week, but she lost to Gail Kim. Here, she beats Mickie James, which the whole commentary is building up. Oh, Maryse is afraid of Mickie James. Maryse is afraid of Mickie James, and then you beat her. And she's like, see, maybe she's not afraid. I'm like, sure. They're facing each other at Night Championship. By the way, I should mention, I'm not going to do the pay-per-views, because if I did that, that would make this even longer. I'm just doing the Monday Night Raws. I may go back and do the pay-per-views afterwards, but as of right now, I'm not. I've already done, actually, WrestleMania 26, which would be, no, it won't. Yeah, it will. Which will be in, no, it won't. Yeah, it will. Which would be in the middle of this anyway. I've already done that, but, yeah. Also, as I'm sitting here watching these, this one is where it dawned on me. I'm sitting here watching, I don't really remember any of this stuff. And then I realized, because I didn't watch these when they were on, I didn't get cable until just before the Jeremy Piven episode. So I got cable after whatever the Raw before his is. And then the first Raw I watched when I got cable was I should say extended cable, because I had for my first year living here, because I had to, be cheaper. I had basic cable, which is basically 2 through 25 or something. Not much. I was watching a lot of WGN and Fox and CW stuff. Hey, my shows were on CW, so that's cool. And yeah, WGN was the shit though, because you got to watch. They had things on weeknights sometimes. You could watch old shows. They had like a 70s marathon. One time they had a 70s show, a 70s sitcom each night, and then they did 80s at one point too. It was kind of cool. And I used to watch what was it? Nash Bridges. When I got home from work, I'd come home and watch some Nash Bridges. But then I got the real cable and I stopped. It became extended cable, but extended digital cable with extended channels. Because you extended the basic digital cable, and this is what I had, and like it was just the extended cable with a digital box. Right? So then I was like, well, that's not really much. So we got the next package, which gave me some of the 100, the 100s and stuff, the basic digital package extended, whatever it was called, and that had the USA Network and all those, plus up past 100 or so. I got a lot of them now. The package, the channels on the packages have changed so many over the 15 years I've lived here that it's just. Anyway, so in the back, Chris Jericho confronts Seth Green, and this is where Seth Green plugs the thing he's doing. So he's like, Jericho's like, I'm the best in the world at what I do, and I just want to say, why haven't you come to me to see what my agenda is here tonight? Why haven't you talked to me? Why are you not catering to me? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. He's like, I understand you're doing some sort of thing where you're letting people in for free. He's like, yeah, we're going to 9 cities. Everybody come in. It's absolutely free. It's first come, first serve type thing. It's some sort of comedy thing or something he was doing. It was pretty cool. I would have probably went to see. Would have loved to do that. I didn't know what cities. So it was only 9 different shows, so probably not much, but. They probably had to sell it too. It's like, oh, they're going to be free. Well, you're only going to do 9 then, because if we're not getting paid, we're not going to do a whole bunch. So, well, I guess they're probably getting paid. I don't know. But yeah. And then, so Chris Jericho pitches off Seth Green. Seth Green's like, maybe you should leave. Maybe you should leave the building. He's like, no, I don't think I'll do that. In fact, I think I got something to say. So he leaves. Right away, his segment is not till like 2 matches and another Seth Green segment later. So we got Primo out there, and he gets on and he says something in Spanish, and he goes, Carlito, I want you out here right now. We don't hear that. We hear the Miz's same song. And the Miz comes out, and he's like, Carlito is not... By the way, what's going on with the Miz's voice? Okay, the Miz is not projecting the way he should. He sounds so nasally. He's like, Carlito is not here. You know who is? The Miz! And so it's The Miz versus Primo. And Primo, the greatest superstar in the entire world, loses to The Miz. How dare you disrespect Primo? Bad. Brown down for you. You don't disrespect Primo. Hey, retroactively, a brown down to Carlito for what he did last week, and another brown down to him because he interrupts and costs Primo the match and then attacks him after the match. So yes, another Seth Green is in the back talking to Hornswoggle. This is Hornswoggle, and so on WWE Superstars, which was a new show on WGN America, plug that again, and I was watching it at this time because I didn't have cable. So that was my wrestling fix. I was watching that, and I think, was SmackDown still on CW at the time? It might have been, I don't know. Well, actually, it might have been on My Network TV, possibly, or My 29, whatever they want to call it. But anyway, so he tells Hornswoggle had a match against Chavo Guerrero on WWE Superstars, which they were still trying to. At this point, the offshoot show, which is now WWE Main Event, they were still trying to kind of connect to the main shows, whereas now it's just a glorified house show that they'll put on for a half hour on Peacock or WWE Network. I don't even know why they still do those, to be honest. But here, he says, so Hornswoggle had a match against Chavo Guerrero. Chavo Guerrero was forced to be on his knees, and Hornswoggle won. So here, tonight, Hornswoggle's back there. This is when Hornswoggle wasn't talking. It's like, and he goes, Hornswoggle, tonight, you were going to have a rematch with Chavo Guerrero. He goes, no, it's okay, because Chavo has to wrestle with one arm tied behind his back. And then he looks to the side, he goes, and he walks away. And here's the Big Show. And again, he's just so... He's pathless here. He's got nothing. Directionless. That's what I'm going. So he says, he's like, you want to see me? Then he goes, yes, I did. I'm going to be in a match tonight. I don't know if you have any tips. He goes, well, you should watch my match against Evan Bourne later. And if for any tips, well... I don't remember what he says, but it's just a... Yeah, so we go to Chris Jericho. No, we have MVP versus Jack Swagger. This was brought on by the VIP lounge segment from last week, which is interesting because most times what they do with the talk show segments is they're only there to set up matches that we're going to have afterwards. Not right afterwards, not a week later, but we have it here. And Jack Swagger won, which is pretty cool. I thought he was going to lose. MVP getting some more disrespect. But I thought it was a decently done match, you know. And Chris Jericho comes out to the ring and he says that Edge got injured. And I bet all of you people want me to vacate my titles. Well, that's not happening. Because I put a clause into my contract when we won the titles that if Edge got injured, because I knew he would, because he's injury prone, that I would keep the titles and pick my own new tag team partner. Which, spoiler alert, ends up being the Big Show, which is a godsend for him because he's going nowhere right now. Drink. That's mustard. Why did I think that was something else? Don't drink mustard. So Chris Jericho is out there talking about this, how he's going to have a new tag team partner, someone he respects, someone who's dignified, and then you hear, whoa, hey, somebody gonna get the groin stitch. Somebody gonna get the wig split. Mark Henry comes out, he goes, Chris, I'm not here to be your partner. I'm here to be your opponent. And then we get Chris Jericho running around the ring for about 5 minutes until finally they get in the ring. Chris Jericho is wrestling in his pants. Yeah. And, well, much like the Cordero match from before, Mark Henry wins by countout. But they do call it out on commentary where they're like, this is the second week in a row that Mark Henry was won by countout because nobody wants to finish the match with him. Only wants to be in the ring with him. So, yeah, okay, I get what you're doing, but he's still going to beat Cody clean. I mean, it's Cody in 2009. Now, no way. But back then, he could have taken a pick. Anyway, next is Hornswoggle versus Chavo Guerrero. Chavo has to have one arm tied behind his back, and Hornswoggle wins again. Usually they do those things where you have to have your blindfolded or a bag over your head or your head, and during the match, referee gets distracted and he's able to wiggle out. But it's pretty straightforward here, so Oswego wins. Randy Orton's in the back with Legacy, and what they're supposed to do, and then he's talking with Ted DiBiase first, and Cody comes and goes, guys. Because Randy Orton goes, last week you slapped your father in the face. I would have done the exact same thing. Now, he didn't say that to his father or to Ted DiBiase, but, Then Cody Rhodes comes up and goes, guys, I heard a rumor that my father, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, is going to be the guest host for next week. And unlike you, my father and I have a great relationship. So yes, and then they say it again later during the main event. It's rumored, and it is Dusty Rhodes next week. So then Randy Orton says, "You guys deal with Triple H and John Cena, but leave Seth Green to me." Nothing really happens there, but okay. Next we have Evan Bourne versus The Big Show, and Kofi Kingston's on commentary, and then the match starts, he starts talking, and I realize this is when they were still having him do the Jamaican accent, and no. Just no. No. The whole time on commentary he's doing this accent, and I'm like, and you could tell he's kind of straining with it. As like, this has to stop. It does at some point. Is it later this year that it drops? In 2009, I think is when it's dropped. I don't think it's for bragging rights. It has to be this year. Cody Rhodes is on Team Raw, so I'm assuming. I assume it's later this year. But anyway, yeah. So Big Show beats Evan Bourne, and then Kofi Kingston jumps in to help Evan Bourne after the match. At least we got a finish, but yeah, Big Show won fine. It wasn't a count out or anything, but so Seth Green is so. First of all, we have come up with, I assume, come back from commercial, and in the back, and we see Santino playing with action figures. Santino beating up someone, and then Trish Stratus is like, "Oh, Santino, you are so handsome and great. Why don't you kiss me?" "Oh, Trish Stratus, of course." And then it pans out to show Seth Green there going, like, "Oh, Seth Green, can I be on your show?" He didn't say Robot Chicken, he said something else. He's like, and then Triple H and John Cena walk in, and they start talking, and he's like, "Oh, John Cena," and Triple H, it's action figures, and then he leaves, and then they start talking about, they're trying to show like, can they coexist, because Triple H and John Cena are going to face each other in the triple threat match, of course. So Triple H is like, "Hey, don't worry about it, just stick with me and you'll be fine." John Cena says, "Well, no, listen, you want to be safe, you stay with me." "Okay." No, listen, and they start arguing. Guys, you just gotta get on the same page here. Okay, so we have the main event: Randy Orton and Legacy versus John Cena, Triple H, and Seth Green. And when Seth Green first came out, he was all happy. It was kind of awkward. That's what I'm saying. When he first came out at the beginning of the night, he comes out, he's all like this. He's hopping down the freaking thing. He comes in the ring. He goes up to the middle rope, and he goes like this. He comes in and does like a little flip kick thingy, and it's awkward. It's like, now, myself, I probably wouldn't know what to do either. And Seth Green is probably the same height as me. He's a short dude. Because they have him standing there with all those guys, and it's just he's so small. Like, he's in the back with Triple H and John Cena, and he's like this little dude in the middle of them. It's like an ice cream sandwich. The Seth Green ice cream sandwich. He's so tiny. Yeah, and of course it's John Cena and Triple H for most of the match until towards the end. I don't think Seth Green even tags in. It's just that they both get taken on the outside, and Cena's on the outside. Triple H, or Randy Orton hits Triple H with the RKO, goes to pin him. Seth Green breaks it up, and the look on Orton's face is like, "What the hell are you doing?" Goes after me, kicks him, makes him go down like this, and he goes to take the punt. But John Cena interferes and stops him. And then Like I said, he doesn't hit any moves because Triple H is the. Yeah, so eventually the good guys win. No, they don't win because it becomes a disqualification. Because there's a fight, and they go on the outside, and you see the ring apron from the far side of the ring, from the entrance camera, the entranceway camera pointed towards the ring. And you see the thing flip up, and then all of a sudden one of the legacy guys comes in with a chair. The ref just rings the bell without anyone hitting anyone with a chair, and it's a disqualification. So I'm assuming because the legacy brought in a chair, that means that Triple H, Jeff Hardy, Triple H, John Cena, and Seth Green won. They're all celebrating in the end, so I don't know. And it's an interesting main event, I guess, but you could tell that Seth Green really had no idea what he was doing, like at all. So, yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this episode of Raw? Let me comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty. I'll see you in the next one.